Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Aghis Naufal bin Muhammad Fauzi. My matrix number is A180346. So now I would like to present about a very interesting topic that I found in TED Talk. And basically this topic is under the theme of mental health that was chosen for my group. The topic is why some anger can be good for you. Here we go. Now, what do we know about anger? Wondering why people mad? Does anger is a good or bad things? So, the anger researcher Dr. John Martin defined anger as a powerful and healthy force in our life. People like to share their experience or story why they get so mad. And it is totally not about their need of therapies. However, it is really because anger is a universal, which means all people can get mad, and it is normal, and it is okay to feel the anger. When we face the situation that doesn't seem good to our life, we tend to provoke, and these things will lead to why people get mad. Next on, we will see how do people expect about anger itself and what is the reality actually. The researcher highlight that people see anger as a problem where it can damage a relationship or maybe worsen, but anger is not a part of mental illness. Otherwise, it is natural and part of our grief. So we cannot simply say that those who feel the anger is facing an abnormal life. And there's no such thing like I never get mad, because it is natural for people to feel angry and get mad. Moving on to the causal of why people get mad. Dr. Jerry Diefenbaker, who wrote about this back in 1996, in a book chapter of how to deal with problematic anger, bet that most of us will feel simple as this. We get mad when we provoke. Maybe in language we hear that people say, I'm so mad when people drive this slow, isn't it? But we also can tease out some common themes or recipe about anger, like we get angry in situations that are unpleasant, that feel unfair, where our goals are blocked, that could have been avoided, and leave us feeling powerless. But here's the thing. We can also say that anger may be not the one and only that we are feeling in this situation. We can feel angry, but at the same time also we can get scared or sad, which mean this provocation, they are not making us mad. Because if they were, we all get angry over the same things, but we are not. The reason I get angry is different from how you get your angry. So there's got to be something else going on. What is that something else? It is all about how we interpret that provocation. It's how we make sense of it in our lives. When something happens to us, we first decide, is it good or bad? Fair or unfair? It is blameworthy or is it punishable? And that was what we call as a primary appraisal. It is when we evaluate the event itself. Next, once we're done about that, we're going to the secondary appraisal, which is we decide how bad it is. Is it the worst thing ever happened? Or we can cope with this? So basically it is depend on people how they evaluate the situation or event itself. And lastly, he said that for a long time, psychologists has referred to this as a cognitive distortion, or even irrational belief. And yes, sometimes they are irrational, maybe most of the times, but sometimes this thought is totally rational. There is many unfairness in the world, and it's okay to angry when we are treated poorly. There is something that we need to know, that our anger exists in our life as an emotion. That is how fear alerts us to danger, our anger alerts us to injustice. The best way is to channel it to something productive and positive. Like, if we want to protest, we can just write letters to the editor, or sublimate our anger in something good activities, like we can create art, create a literature, poem, and music. And that's all from me. Thank you.